and connect with. So joining me now is Amy Oselkin. She's the author of the story behind the poem, a reflection on mommyhood, miscarriages, and marriage. So Amy, thanks for joining us this morning.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited to speak with you about this book for personal reasons. But
I know, congratulations on your boy.
Thank you so much. But you know, so many of our viewers can relate to this topic. So Amy, first just tell us about your book and what prompted you to write it.
So I really wrote this book to share my personal story on motherhood, on pregnancy, on miscarriages, on what it's like to keep a marriage together. But I also wrote it as a way for women to connect and share. I just feel like when we go through like highs, we're like watching our babies, you know, take their first step, but then we go through lows, like losing a baby or struggling in a marriage. It's really important to share. So I sort of hope everyone who reads this poetry book will kind of get a chance to heal or relate or not feel so alone.
Yeah, and you know, I'm sure it was not easy to share your personal story in this way. Why did you want to share your own family triumphs and tragedies with the world?
You know, it's so interesting. I work in live television too. I work at QVC and I'm always, you know, bubbly and you know, you sort of present this like picture perfect family when you're on social media, but the truth is a lot of times creating a family isn't easy. And I guess after my first son, Dylan, was born, I had a miscarriage at 17 weeks pregnant, and it really shook me. And then after that, I had another miscarriage. And then I had a healthy baby boy after. So these poems came out of me, and I just did it honestly as a way to heal personally, but also just as a way to show my kids like their story, to talk to friends like, hey, like you guys look so happy and perfect, you're taking your family vacations. But the truth is, when we put together a family, it's not always perfect and there's no one way to do it. So it kind of just maybe peeled the curtain back a little bit to show what's really going on.
Yeah, you know, that's such an important message to share because having a baby is not a seamless process, as you said, from miscarriages to struggles throughout your pregnancy to finally meet your baby. But, you know, last weekend was National Rainbow Baby Day.
Yes.
How did you mark that solemn occasion, and what should other moms know about it?
Well, Rainbow Baby Day is a day that honors babies that we lost during a pregnancy, through a miscarriage, through a non-viable pregnancy, but it also just honors motherhood. And I think when we're in the thick of pain, sometimes it's hard to realize there will be an end. There'll be something afterwards that will make you smile again. So I think that's sort of honoring the day for parents, for moms, for babies, for siblings. But I know, you know, like parenthood goes quickly. Like you just had a newborn and now you have an older baby who's starting to walk, and these stages go by really quick. So I think some of the poems in my book kind of honor, you know, one day you'll be graduating from college, and now today I'm just going to watch you kind of wander around on the floor. And I'm not going to answer that email, and I'm not going to pick up that toy. I'm just going to be present with you, because those moments are going to end. Unfortunately, you know, they're going to change, I should say.
Yeah, you know, it's soaking in these precious moments that they say goes by in the blink of an eye. I mean, I can't believe I have a 9-month-old now who's crawling
so cute
and standing, and so it's so important that we kind of soak up these moments. Lastly, you know, your book, as we spoke about, touches on so many emotional twists and turns of early motherhood, and you know, throughout that journey, what is the one thing that you want people to get from your book once they read?
I really want people to just give women, sisters, mothers, friends, husbands, just to give themselves some grace. You know, there's no guideline to grieving. There's no guideline to making a family. So I just think that giving yourself some grace, acknowledging that maybe you're in a tough spot right now, but it will come to an end at some point, and just try to enjoy the stages and honor your feelings. You know, I was really hurt. I was traumatized. I was having trouble moving on. after having that loss during the miscarriages. But through this book, and actually through meeting people at book signings and just reading on social media what people are saying about the book, it has been extremely healing. So I just really value the readers and the connections.
Absolutely, and the sun will always come out. That's a great message to drive home. Once again, the book is called The Story Behind the Poem, and Amy has a special book signing this Saturday, July 29th at the Barnes & Noble in Devon from noon until 2 p.m. Again, Amy Oselkin, thank you so much for joining us on Philly Live.
Dear Freedom, what forms